What's going on, everybody? Chris C back with another video. I hope everyone had a good late Father's Day weekend and stuff like that. Just came back from vacation and yeah, doing the community challenge here. The Rad 9 movies that made us. And here's my. These are quick. These are a quick 9. There's probably a lot more I could have put on here, but these are just 9, and trust me, there'd be about 20, 30, 100 movies that made me who I was ever since as a kid, getting up there. So here we go. We'll just start with the 9 here. No particular order either. So there's no top tier list here and stuff like that. These are movies that I love for what they are. And that made me who I am today. So let's start off with the first movie I ever saw in a movie theater. That is Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And this is the 25th anniversary Blu-ray. I do have anniversary edition DVD as well. That's a kind of cooler looking one and stuff like this. But yeah, I love this movie. This had a trailer in it with another movie I'm going to show here in a minute, but yeah. Steven Spielberg presents a Robert Zemeckis film. You can't make movies like this anymore. Where you ever see a movie with Daffy Duck and Donald Duck doing a band versus band scene and stuff like that. This movie is great. I highly recommend it to anybody. That's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And then movies, of course, I've seen since I was a kid. My Uncle David had the tapes of this playing constantly when my parents used to go up and visit him and stuff like that, and I just sit there with my my cousins and just watch it. And that's the original Star Wars trilogy. Empire Strikes Back. My favorite Star Wars movie of all time. I've seen it over a dozen times. What can be said that has not been said already about this awesome original trilogy franchise? It is what science fiction was then. This prototype. All in all great, awesome trilogy, flawless. So that's a Star Wars trilogy, and a movie I've seen a lot of times. It was the last movie my dad ever saw in the theater, back in the 70s. It was a trippy type of. You can say it was a widescreen that reached around the theater, the way my mother described it. And I've seen this movie a dozen times. It should have gotten the Academy Award. Steven Spielberg should have gotten Best Director for this movie, and that's Jaws. Again, what can I say that has not been said about this movie? Awesome film. Check it out. I love it. Great one-liners in here. I'm going to need a bigger boat. It's 20-footer, 25, 3 tons of them. I mean, you can't go wrong with Jaws at all. It's a flawless film. I've watched that a lot of times, and yeah, that's Jaws. Okay. This is my favorite all-time movie of all time. This movie is a 10-10. I saw this movie a little bit after my father passed, and I saw another movie called X, not the X that you're thinking of, but a Japanese animated movie called X. And then I went with my mom to Dublin Cinema and saw it there, and I was hooked. And this movie is flawless. It's a 10-10. It's a perfect film to me, and that's Gladiator. Directed by the great Ridley Scott. This movie got a ton of Academy Awards, but he did not get Best Director, which is a. I don't want it to say it's a shame, but yeah, it's definitely a shame. One of the greatest directors, my all-time favorite director of all time. They should just give him one for the hell of it for what he's done in this and like this. But that's and I just picked up this 4K with the slip. Hey, why not? And that's Gladiator. And this isn't the film that got me into anime, but if there's an anime Hall of Fame, it'll be in it. I've seen it a ton of times. I have it on VHS. I'll show those VHS collections off eventually. Man, I Am Tetsuo. That is Akira. This is the 25th anniversary. There's a 4K out there. Had on my wish list on Amazon. I'll eventually pick it up. Perfect film. This one right here has both versions of the streamlined version, which is the better version to me. It's better voice acting. Just all around, just a better film. The newer one that Pioneer Entertainment did, that's good voice talent too and stuff like that. They just say Akira wrong in my opinion. Anyway, that can be either here or there what you think about this. But this is an anime masterpiece. If you want to get into the genre, this would be the movie to start with. And yeah, it broke barriers and it brought anime over here for the most part. So that's Akira. Excuse me. This is my favorite all-time slasher. It's number one. It'll always be number one. Nothing will break its place. Um, the first movie I saw of this franchise was part four, and I thought that was a masterpiece. And then I remember it was a night when I was still living with my parents. My dad recently passed. My mom was out having fun, trying to get back out there. I watched it on HBO or one of the premium channels at the time on cable, and when she unlocked the door, I jumped out of my seat, and that's Friday the 13th, the original. This is the Steelbook. Yeah, all-time flawless movie to me. This is better than Halloween. It's leaps and bounds better than Halloween, in my opinion. Um, and yeah, I have so many versions of this film. It's ridiculous, but that's Friday the 13th. A movie I would illegally purchase, you can say, on my grandfather's black box when the black boxes got really popular for pay-per-views and stuff like that. All you had to do was just press a button, and that was it. They ended up calling him, and he just ended up just getting rid of that subscription, basically, when subscriptions were back then. I was a youngin'. I used to watch it all grained up and stuff like that. I bought it on tape. Never bought it on DVD. And this is to me the greatest video game movie ever made, and that's Mortal Kombat. And this is a hero's journey. It's one of the best hero's journeys movies I've ever seen. Actual martial artist Robin Shu is a karate champion. Great martial arts work in here. Great choreography. One of the greatest soundtracks to a movie ever done. Introduced me to a lot of bands like KMFDM. Oh god, Typo Negative, Fear Factory. Fear Factory is a huge one if you know Scorpion's theme from this movie. This movie holds up today. All the way holds up today. Just to the opening when you hear the words Mortal Kombat, just everything about this movie. That's why this is the greatest video game movie ever made. And yeah, I love this movie to death, and that's Mortal Kombat. And then another movie, I remember getting the DVD of it, which I might still have of that. I have to look that up. Remember seeing on TV this actor, Denzel Washington. He was on Oprah and stuff like that promoting the film. He got Best Actor for this, I believe. Ethan Hawke almost got Best Supporting Actor for this. This is my all-time favorite Denzel Washington movie, and that's Training Day. And yeah, this is in my top 10 favorite movies of all time to begin with anyway. So it's up there. What has not been said about this film? Just love it so much. This is the Zavi release Steelbook kind of collection there for that. I just love what it is and stuff like that too. I had to get it. I had to upgrade to this. This is the 4K, I believe. And yeah, it's a masterpiece of a crime movie. Just love it. Denzel plays one to me his best role. He plays a piece of shit in my opinion. A guy you just want to see get his comeuppance, which he does in this film. So that's Training Day. Last but not least, this is not my number one. That was Gladiator. I have my top 10 favorite movies of all time. It's the movies that made us. This is the movie that made me. I've seen this movie. God, I don't know how many times I've lost count. It's my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. And to the opening, to the ending, it's just great. And I've seen since I was a kid and watching it. That's Terminator 2 Judgment Day. This is the Steelbook. It was the Best Buy exclusive, I think, Steelbook at the time. And I haven't gotten the 4K of this because I heard the 4K isn't a great transfer. So, just the opening with you hear Linda Hamilton just talk about the apocalypse and everything that happened, the war with the machines, and this opening right here says it all. And that's Terminator 2 Judgment Day. And there we go. That is my top 10 rad, top 9 rad movies that made us and made me. It's a great community challenge. Born to be Rad, Mel, and the rest of the Rad Pack, and this is what this is about. And I love movies, and this is what made me kind of who I am and made me just love film. Those films that you just saw me show off, those are what made me love film. And that's it. Anyway, hope you all enjoy the rest of the evening, enjoy the rest of the week, and I will talk to you all later. Take care.